it's Matt Brown from Matt Brown's Guitar Studio and the band Dead Parade, and we're going to do the guitar lesson for Black Sabbath's Electric Funeral in this one. So this one is in standard tuning. We're in the key of E minor, and I've already done the bass lesson, so if you're looking for that, just search for it and you should find it. So let's get after the main riff for this one that I was just playing. This one, super easy. We're just going to play 2 open E's, and you want to play these 2 E's with downstrokes. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a hammer-on from 2 to 3, and then you're going to pull back to 2. And when you come back to 2, you're going to give a little bit of vibrato, like. Alright, so then we have a low open E, again done with a downstroke. Then we have a similar thing that we did on the 5th string, but we're going to do it on the 6th string now. So it's a 2-3-2 type deal on the low string with vibrato at the end there. So again, the whole riff. Alright, so the second guitar is doing the exact same thing, and the tone is the same too, with the exception that the other guitar is playing with a wah. So let's move on and let's check out the verse riff. Just one little kind of variation to talk about with this one. So I'll explain how to do the first measure and then the variation that continues after that. So first we go. Alright, that's the first little bit. That's a dotted 8th to a 16th note. And this is a real slow song. It's 60 beats per minute. So the next little bit we're going to do is a vibrato 1-2, vibrato 1-1 on your 5th string. Then what we have is, so what he's doing is he's playing the open A, no palm mute or anything like that, coming to a G on your 6th string, and then giving it like a little quarter step bend. Okay, so the other times, I guess the other 7 times that he's going to play this riff, he plays 16th notes for the full first beat, like that. So if you listen real closely on the original recording of this, he makes a mistake and kind of goes back and plays the other rhythm. I'm guessing he didn't mean to do that though, so just play the 16th note type variation for the rest of the measures of the verse. Alright, so that, you're going to go back to the main riff and then repeat the verse a few times, and then we're going to have like this interlude section coming up, so we'll check that out. So the last time we're going to play the measure of the verse riff, we're going to go and transition into this interlude. So we have, we're just going to hold out an open E there, and that's going to last for 2 bars, then we're going to rest for 2 bars, and then we come in with this new riff, which is kind of playing a pedal open E against some major thirds on your 5th and 4th strings, like this. So let me explain what's going on with these chord shapes. The first little chord you're doing is open 7-6. The next one is open 6-5, and then open 5-4. So you're just moving this little shape down a fret at a time. The first measure, you have this. So what that is, that's 3 bars of 4/4 there, and they have sped up the tempo to about 140 beats per minute at this point. So the next time that they do it, you're going to have a variation. It's not 3 bars of 4/4, you're going to have 2 bars of 4/4 and 1 bar of 2/4, so the last chord is held not quite as long. Then the third way that you're going to play it is you have just 2 bars of 4/4, so you have. Alright, that's it. So the last time we play it, the 4th time, we have the same thing, except for we have a fermata at the end. So, and really, the guitar is going to determine when, the next section starts. So you can hold that chord as long as you want, and then you're going to come in with the next riff that I'm going to show you. part is not doubled, so there's a little bit of flexibility to what he's doing. So he's not playing it exactly the same way every time. So I'll kind of explain some of that. Anyway, the first bit, what you're doing is you're playing E5 to a D5, and these are 6-string root power chords, so 12, 14 to 10, 12. So E to D, back to E. And then what you're going to do is an E minor 7 voicing on your high 4 strings, and he's just barring across the 12th fret of this. So real slowly you have. Alright, so I'll do that again slowly. Alright, so that's what he plays the first time. Now, the rest of the times, except for when he transitions, you're going to be playing a D5 on the last 8th note. So what this will sound like is. Back up to tempo. And then when the last time before you transition into the next riff that's coming up, the little lead part, he does the way he plays it, the very first measure. So, sorry. So I guess why he does that is if you're going back to the D5, you're not going to have enough time to jump back up to play the next lick, which I'll show you now. Alright, so there is the lick. It's all E minor pentatonic stuff. This should be really easy to explain and figure out. So first thing we're doing, just a grace note, 12 to 14. Next note is 12 on your 3rd string, then a 14 on your 3rd string, back to 12, and then we're going to do a full step bend on your 14th fret. Alright, then the next measure is a variation on that. The beginning's the same, so that's the same, and then I'll play just the full measure so you can hear the variation. So that's variation, I'll do it slowly. Alright, so back to the first way, and then back to the second way. So then what he does after this is the riff. That type of deal. And same thing again, the last time before he goes back to the, he's just going to do, and not do the D5 at the end. So after the lick, we're going to go to a new thing, and not the riff. We're going to play some unison bends, and we'll check that out now. Alright, so that's it. You're doing a unison bend here. You're bending the 15th fret of your 2nd string up to an E, the same pitch of the 12th fret of your 1st string. And then what he's doing is he's just sliding the 3rd finger down, so roughly the 5th fret, sliding it back up, and then hitting the open string. So I'll do this in like slow motion, or at least I'll try to. That type of thing. The next thing we play is very similar rhythmically, and we're doing unison bends again. We're going to come down to a D. So this is on the 2nd and 3rd strings, fret-wise 3 and 5. So here we have. So the 3rd time he goes up to the 5th fret and does the unison bend there. And then that takes you back basically to the beginning. And really the only thing that I have to show you is the ending, which is the verse riff. So what they do for the outros, so it's that exactly the same as the verse. And then the remaining times you're going to do the, and it just just fades out. So a good thing, you know, if you're looking to play a song that fades out live, you know, just check out maybe, you know, how Black Sabbath does it live for ideas. I'm sure you can find live recordings of this. Or just get creative and do your own thing. So I'm Matt Brown. You know, yell at me, just shoot me an email if you'd like the tabs for this one, and please subscribe, please like the video, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around.